Greetings and salutations, friends of giant-titted dwarf kind. You are in good company, as there are many, many friends across the world who favor massive midget milkers. Which is an interesting phrase that I imagine will put me on at least one or two watch lists, but in the case of EU4 Anbennar mod, it is in fact entirely logical and sensible, as our kindly, gentle little dwarves up here in the mountains have succeeded quite well in subjugating the majority of the Southlands. The Chinese, incidentally, which, I mean, I guess this is one of those things where you value something you don't have. If the Chinese are, and we assume all universally flat-chested, then obviously they would find the appearance of dwarves with enormous racks to be quite inherently and automatically appealing, of course. We shall see what we will do next. I'm getting a little bit worried about whatever this is. It's large, I know that. Apparently it's made up of hobgoblins. I don't know what a hobgoblin is, but I'm assuming it's not friendly. In fact, I'm a little surprised it has borders at all, honestly. I'm trying to find a picture of what a hobgoblin is, but I don't know if there is such a thing as a picture of a hobgoblin. I'm simply going to assume that hobgoblins are bad people. It's probably a... Oh, what's that? Oh, that looks dwarven. That looks like it should be mine. That really looks like it should be mine. That really looks like it should be mine. Population, goblin, majority. Okay, well, it was mine once, now it's just goblins. As per usual, we live in the ruins of a much grander civilization, of course. Hobgoblins is bigger and better goblins, says Jizuka Taiko. That's true. In fact, they're not only bigger and better goblins, they're more loyal than goblins too, according to Warhammer Fantasy at least. Right, what are we doing? We have a mission fulfilled. Secrets from days gone. The runesmiths have made an astonishing discovery. Using focusing and amplification techniques extracted from the ruined temple complex of Dwarf. Minor runic beacons with small engraved nephrite gems can be specifically arranged to achieve what was before unimaginable, projecting a rune across our entire country for short periods of time. Upon activating, the lines of the rune coalesce in the sky and rain down a thin, sparkling mist before dissipating. Nephrite gems will eventually burn out in each minor beacon, and the beacon themselves will have to be replaced and relocated to change the effect, but these hindrances only spur the ambitions of our rune mages. In times we will have a total mastery over this new power. Power! What does it do? Oh. Can now use minor runes accessible from the estate magic menu. Okay. But is it, though? Or are you perhaps lying to me? You might be lying to me. There's a chance you're lying to me. Yep, there's definitely a chance you're lying to me. Or it's because they're busy in the well, I swear I knew I could open that before, couldn't I? Right, well, it might be a filthy lie, who knows? Which unlocks wisdom of the ancients. The Oz-Armek, or Eastern King, in the Dwarven language, was the ancient founder of Verkal Ozovar, who ruled thousands of years ago under a forgotten name. But after passing, his legacy endured in a way unique to Hellas. He persisted in our holds of spirit, only showing himself to the enlightened or to the mystics that seek his presence through asceticism. These manifestations are rare, but the recent Nephrite magical shift seems to have changed his behavior. The Oz-Armek has called out to King Calgary and requested an audience. To do so, Calgary must commune with the spirits in order to receive the wisdom of our revered ancestors. Ah, I see. We're gonna go looking for ghosts, are we? Oh, particularly. Oh, fuck, why not? Oh. Right, well, he's gonna go starve himself in a hole in the hold at some point for a year, apparently. That's unfortunate, but such is life. Such is life indeed. Well, whilst my king is off playing with himself, what am I to do? What am I to do? That's a good question. What am I to do whilst he plays him with himself in his hole? I got this one, but, I need magical infrastructure, which I don't actually know what is. I don't actually know what magical infrastructure is, nor do I know where to build it. I presume it has something to do with my king wandering down into the depths to play with himself, and then perhaps all shall be revealed in the future. At least I hope so. Right, I guess he's just going to wander off into the dark then, whilst... We also have a new excuse me, age! The Age of Unraveling! With the rediscovery of Atlantic comes the secret of the precursor elves, and with them the secret of the world! From east to west, two scholars seek to unravel the mysteries of the past, bringing about an age of exploration and reformation. I very much so doubt I'm much of a colonial empire, so this does not really relate to me at all, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, pretty much. I don't think this has anything to do with me whatsoever. But oh well. I could go subject more nations. I did subject these guys, and they are therefore currently very, very, very upset with me, which is unfortunate, but such is life. And I do need southern territories for later on. Until then, I guess we're just going to continue fortifying our borders and praying that the bad people don't come barreling down against me. Yes, that seems like a solid enough decision for the time being. As we are working on our next idea set. We've got quantity idea right now. I picked quantity because I need manpower. I need manpower really, really, really bad, frankly. I need the ability to actually survive taking some casualties, and manpower offers that opportunity to do so. And after that, either offensive or quality. One or the other, I expect, as, I feel like protecting myself against the not goblins might be a bit of a priority at the moment. Bit of a priority indeed. Utter silence overwhelms the empty caverns as King ruminates, as King, just King, ruminates in meditation. An assortment of incense and dwarven brews scattered across the floor. An invitation to break the silence if any were to observe such an array. Days passed, then months, sustained by an odd combination of chi and beer. Calgar was scarcely lucid when a ghostly chill crawled down his spine. Standing before the Mountain King was a semi-translucent dwarf, donning a crown of pure-cut nephrite and brandishing an embroidered cape. The Oz Armzek set upon the ground, took one sip of the brew offered, and uttered a single question. "You wanted to see me?" Wow. I mean, that's one interpretation. See, one of the disturbing realizations of becoming an adult in my day was we all heard these funny tales about Indians and spirit quests and stuff. I was like, wow, that's like magic or something. How did they do that? And becoming an adult is realizing that they didn't actually do that. They just got shit-faced fucking stoned on whatever hallucinogenics they could strain from cacti and then starved themselves for extended periods of time. Of course they'd fucking see shit. Anyways. Oh. Is now a powerful mage. I like the sound of that. I'm just a little bit worried, because aren't you fucking ancient? Yes, you're 215 years old. I feel like you're gonna die before I can make much use out of you. I admit, I don't know the average age of a dwarf. Like, I don't know how long the little fuckers are supposed to last, but surely at 215, I must be knocking at Heaven's Gate at some point. Fuck it. Listen, I'd like to be a mage. I have always wanted to be a mage. I have always desired to be a mage. I have deep-seated urges to become a magical individual. Even if I cannot actually open the magic research tab at this particular point in time. Yes, give me money, please. Which I'm not sure as to why. I presume it's on cooldown or something. But anyway, if you want pictures of all the races in Anbennar, go to the government tab and open the racial tolerance menu. Hobgoblins are weeb goblins. VTM Redemption. Thank you very much for your donation, sir. VTM Redemption. Let's see where that was again, so I can add to it. Weeb goblins. This does not necessarily surprise me as much as you might think it might. Yep, humans are just being good humans. I swear I used to be able to open that menu. Is it because I'm researching? Maybe. I can seize land and I can summon a diet. I could, but 5 influence. That might actually be kind of bad because my nobles have a little bit too much influence at the moment. It's kind of the problem. They really do have way too much influence. What's the rise of the runesmith? Runesmith loyalty is 60 or greater. Hold on, don't I have 60 or greater though? 54, never mind. 5 loyalty. Okay, so that still wouldn't be quite enough. What's the equilibrium at? Currently 66.30. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so all I have to go... I've just got to wait then. Not a problem. Not an issue. Not el problemo. Right. Dig. Dig. Do I need to buy anything? Would I like to buy anything? Ramparts, regimental camps... Counter courthouse, state maintenance, monthly. Yeah. Build the courthouse, then we'll get to digging again. My kids put an ass permanent attack in Duvy. Nobody cares. They're just my neighbors. They're no threat to me. Shipyards minus. Yes, we should definitely be. I mean, part of me doesn't really see the purpose in investing in shipyards, but hey, why the hell not? We might get a coastline eventually. You don't know. We could have the use for ships. You know, there's an interesting question too. How would a dwarf navy even actually work? Dig! So, one of the things that I'm going to do in my little enforced service, yep, my little theory crafting channel with Kibberoodles, which will hopefully be launching later this year, and not too late even, I hope, we'll be doing theory crafting videos on how various fantasy factions might actually exist in, like, a proper universe. Amongst other things, how they might fight in that universe. Declining power of the patronate. Ooh, yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please, because that means I can... I might even be able to see some land. Yes. Summon the diet. Onto the cartel ones. Base production of 27. Ooh, I don't know about that. Yeah, that might not be doable. Heart priests. Well, the adventurers. Base manpower at least 34. Yeah, that's not gonna happen either. Base tax at least 26. I mean... That's... Yep, that one. Because I think I'm a few 100% ahead on my My research, anyways. Yes, 130%. Right. Yeah, I'm not going to be needing administrative power anytime soon. The runesmiths of Verkal Ozovar now wield incredible powers at their fingertips, and their influence has grown so considerable that they now form the new upper caste of our society. Nephrite noble and merchant families cannot hope to compete with the prestige of restored runecraft. Driven by impossible ambition, the runesmiths will carry our hold to ever greater heights. Well, that would be nice. Have at least... Holy mother of God! Have at least 8,000 ducats. Mother... Well, that's gonna be a while. That is going to be a while. That is really fucking going to be a while. That is really going to be a fucking while. Holy shit. Okay, right. Well. Wait, was this the menu? This was how I opened the magic menu. I'm just a little retarded. Don't worry about it. Advancement. But where, Rune. Artifact? Rune. Unique projects? I don't know where this rune magic thing is. Cast unique magic. Okay, here we go. Runes menu. There we go. Uniquely dwarven minor runes. The event minor runes happen. Similar to estate magic, you have one minor rune active at a time. 10 limited aside. That sounds like it sucks. 5 damage received. Bit melter power. Oh, somebody's going to leave. Oh god, they're all liberty desire. That's not great. Okay, so it's all battle magic, basically, but my subjects get pissy with me. Right, very well. I have discovered the thing! I'm happy about discovering the things. Internal mission. Construction, clergy loyalty. External mission, manpower recovery. Oh, that's not bad. Palace mission, yearly devotion. Mission of protection, missionaries 1, for defense, commercial mission, merchant. Merchant! Right, so I'm thinking, if I'm gonna have any hope, if I'm gonna have any fucking hope of an effective 8,000 gold, I'm probably gonna need to start thinking about merchants. So, I'm gonna take a merchant there, and maybe try to head into Araweklin. If I can maybe subjugate them, or at the very least, transfer Kai Kam into my control, I could steer yet more money down there, collect from it, and maybe steer some more money from Araquelin as well. I mean, I'd love to get that, holy mother of God, but I don't know if, what kind of enemies have I got over here? Kutai Bay. Because I could head over there, but I'm thinking heading south is probably safer than heading over there. And if anything, I might look into heading over there later, once I've made my vassals nice, big, strong, beautiful. What's that? Devotion. I don't know what that is, or what that does. But I do remember I need to click on this. Missionary strength, 31 rest, all power core. Multi-administrative power, +1, thank you very much. Night Shroud, thank you for your donation of $10, sir. What is going on? Not only is there a second stream, but the first was on time, and this one is early. Kaiserreich. For Kaiserreich, I don't care what nation as long as it's not boring. Well, okay. Very well. Kaiserreich. Kaiserreich, not boring. Not boring. Very well. I guess I'll pick... I like playing Canada, actually. I like playing Canada, although it requires a little bit of fin dangling to make Canada work in Kaiserreich. And the really annoying thing is, as Canada, I'd basically conquered everything around me. Like, I'd taken over everything in America. I'd conquered America, basically. And I was a fucking superpower. And so I'm thinking, like, okay, well, clearly, it's about time I head back home to reconquer England from the filthy communists, right? Of course, that's naturally what you would do. Only to realize that the moment I conquer England, I lose all of my American possessions, all of them, and I start playing as England. Which is one hell of a fucking drag, I can tell you. Taking over socialist England after having ruled a unified America plus Canada is one fuck of a downgrade. I have more to pick, apparently. Tier 3, Education of the State. Idea cost 5%, that's pretty good. Insert spare time fair, true fair bond, that's pretty good too. Education of missionaries, missionary strength. I'm not going to be converting shit, so I don't need to worry about that. Ugh, monarch lifespan. Plus 20%? Oh, fuck. How long does a dwarf live? See, that's the question, because 20%. Okay, if their average lifespan is 200, which looks like it's probably is, that's like 40 years, which is pretty fucking good. But if the average lifespan is like 500-600 years, then I just, frankly, it's a complete waste to pick it, right? Now, idea cost -5 is neat, but it's not amazing. I'm just gonna go for keeping my monarch alive. I'm just gonna keep the little fucker alive. Plus military, perfect. I'm just gonna keep the fucker alive. Strengthen clergy, monthly war exhaustion, heart-based loyalty, equilibrium plus 10, religious unity, administrative technology cost -10. That's pretty good. All estate loyalty, equilibrium plus 5. That's really nice. I'll take that. Thank you. One more diplomat too. Fuck, I have a lot of diplomats. Military doctrines. Bottomless bags. Reinforced speed. National supply. Reinforced cost. Land attrition -15. Regiment drill cost 25. Army drill gain modifier 50. Elite cost -10. Fort maintenance. Fodder. Cavalry cost. Ministry cost. You know, I'm a little bit tempted to go for mercenaries. I gotta admit, I'm a little bit tempted by the mercenaries route. It's really bloody expensive, but I could afford it. And it would be a good way for me to get around my manpower issue. It would be a decent way to get around my manpower issue. It actually genuinely would. But I kind of have to... Fuck it. I'm gonna go for that. So it's... I'm kind of assuming the worst here, considering my neighbors, so I need to focus a bit on the military side of things to make sure I've actually got some sort of hope and plan in mind for dealing with them, if dealing with them becomes necessary. I'm hoping it never becomes necessary, but... we shall see. Neither of those are particularly useful. Succession of the Diarchy. Despite requiring direct dynastic lineage, portals must be enabled by the Eternal. A new liege, strong 100 claim, a new legal heir, 366. That's really good. And for dwarves, here to bears, here there's a powerful mage. Oh! Oh, nice! Oh, fuck. Mother, piece of cum fucking shit. Fuck. That ass. Fuck. Wait, how old is he? He's 99. Okay. Fuck. So if the next guy's a powerful mage too... Fuck. God. Nah, fuck it. I was about to reload. That's fine. If I'll get another 40 years out of the ruler, then sure, that's not a bad thing, is it? Right. What name shall we grant to our big-titted dwarf mountain sorceress? I need suggestions, chat. I need a good name for a ginormous-titted dwarven sorceress. Valimir, remember when I mentioned fighting 1,125% disciplined command troops? Found screenshots. I inflicted 6 million casualties on them. ATM redemption. Oh, I don't know if I'll be able to follow that, but that does sound pretty fucking awesome. Zinni, thank you for your donation, sir. Have you seen that Stop Killing Games updated? 1.3 million people asked the EU side with them over game publishers. The EU said LMIO, no. 1.3 million people are too mentally inept to vote. The EU is your enemy, not your friend. Oh, of course. Of course. Like, this was always going to happen. I'm sorry to say it. I mean, I would have liked for it to not happen. But the EU doesn't listen to fucking plebs. If anything, this is just a valuable reminder for normal people that the EU is not run by the people for the people. It's run by the elites for the elites. They don't give a fuck about your video games. Most of them probably don't even know what a video game is. The lady... Oh, the lady... Okay. Lumi, Bazonka, Giganta, Erica. Mount Lady. Mount Lady. It's so obvious. Mount Lady. There you go. Perfect. Mount Lady. Ideal. Absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Absolutely ideal. Now, speaking of, I need... I could send a guy down there. Right, so... I'm gonna recall you. We're gonna transfer trade power. And I'm gonna send a guy over there to start collecting.
Trick or treat. Can I smell your feet?
Spy network construction would actually not be a terrible idea here. And is 2.6. Very, 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 very little. Right, I need more trade power down there. I'm thinking Mohang might be transferring most of their trade power to me in the near future. As we're going to start expanding Mohang at the expense of Arawalakwakwan. So, Judd, thank you for your donation, sir. Dwarves would have submarines thematically fits under rail. Yes, something Steam-driven, I would agree with that. Definitely something Steam-driven. Speaking of Steam-driven, do I need to improve relations with anybody, or am I... mean, honestly, I'm not too bad off. I mean, most of my neighbors fucking hate me, but... what else is new? Here. I'll send a guy to suck cock over there. Why not? No particular reason not to. But yes, the Stop Killing Games was... it was never going to succeed, because he was asking, again, for legislation to be placed upon the people who give donations to these people's political parties. Local good produce manufacturer. Local unrest. Local lose one base production. Yeah, though. I do know now that they're going to move on. I think they mentioned they were going to move on to the Parliament. Dizwiz, 2 streams. Someone's adding extra sugar in his pastries and potatoes. Thank you very much for your donation, sir. Well, I really wanted to play Dustfront, and there might not be a stream tomorrow because I have to head out down into town and speak to lawyers and accountants tomorrow for many, many, many hours of abject fucking suffering. Estate magical theses. Increase magical mastery, transmutation, renown. Oh, that's the thingity-bob upgrade. Nice. Right. It was transportation I needed, right? One of the must be true. Magical infrastructure, at least 2 currently know. The spell Reshape Terrain is active. The spell Reshape Terrain is active. Transmutation. So I do have Reshape Terrain. Okay, so I've got the thing I need. Now I need magical infrastructure, which I still don't know what is. I'm just gonna Google that real quick. Magical infrastructure. And there's no mention of magical infrastructure. Huh. Oh well, that's a bit of a problem. Is it related to regular infrastructure? I have no fucking clue. Let's see. Renown. Ah, magical infrastructure is archaic and efficient. Level magical maximum 4. Each level of magical infrastructure goes following. No 2. Each question amount 50. Okay, so that's my magical infrastructure. How I make good. How I make better. How help. How help. Ah, upgrade magical infrastructure. There we go. Right. I have discovered the thing. I should have been doing that thing earlier, probably. In all due likelihood. In all due fucking likelihood, I should have been doing that thing earlier, yes. Oh well, such is life. Now, that requires an ungodly amount of money, which I'm not going to get anytime soon, and that requires magical infrastructure, so I guess now we focus on military expansion down south. I have no diplomats to send. God damn it. Right. Well, they won't accept that regardless, so it doesn't matter. Extrava, fun old memories for getting slapped by a massive nilker, and then tell a friend the next day. Livestream, the lawyer meeting. The lawyer meeting, no. It's nothing serious, I haven't done anything criminal, chat, don't worry. It's not like that. I have committed no crimes that I am aware of. Genuinely, I have committed no crimes that I'm aware of. That's a factually correct fucking statement that I don't really know why I felt the need to offer. It has to do with entirely other things, but it will probably require a tremendous amount of paperwork, and I do hate paperwork, so it'll be very fun and engaging, and I'll probably be doing that for very many hours, and I might be fucking exhausted at the end of the day. Who are you allied with? Huandipa, which is those 3 islands over there, right? I'm not particularly scared about those. And Pokrakin, which is that tiny little area right there, right? Not very scared about those either. Right. Open fucking war it is then. Oh, right, I should probably... Wait, hold on. I don't need to make a reason. In fact, I have loads of Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. I have just... Oh, after so many wars of one-sided aggression, I had completely forgotten what it felt like to have a justifiable war. Oh my god. Wow. That's really nice, actually. Wow. I'm doing something right for once. Holy shit. Well, that is indeed rather lovely. I like that. Oh, my army's too large. I should probably focus on seeing if I can maybe get some logistic upgrades in the future. I don't know if I necessarily need to reduce the speed all that much to win this war, as I doubt they're gonna have much in the way of a opportunity to fucking stop my ass. Yep, off we go. Huh? Oh, is there a castle there? There's a castle there, right. Off we go to loot, pillage, and plunder.
Trick or treat. Can I sit on your feet?
All the good stuff. Now, take, and leave nothing. Oh, wow, wow, why fucking suck that dry quick? It's because I'm good at sucking, or... No, it's because it's poor as shit. Oh, fuck. Alright. That was quick, too. I was hoping to maybe, you know, get some money out of all of this, but, I have a sneaking suspicion that I've invaded a very, very poor East Asian country. And so my ability to drain resources from it may be a pinch more limited than what I was really hoping for. Oh well. Burn their huts, burn their houses, raid their rice fields, and steal their fucking mud if need be. I remind you, men, you are professional soldiers, which means as well that you are highly proficient looters. And I have faith in your ability to take absolutely everything. They may be poor, but they will be poorer. Oh, supply limit modifier. That's actually very, very good. Pop that in there. And shock damage. Nice, nice. Visits of Ozovar. Excellent, excellent. Remember that old dwarven saying, if it's nailed down, bring a crowbar. Palace of the Mountain Wizard. In order to reflect the resurgent prestige of Verkal Ozovar, we have decided now to erect a palace in the valley of Pokarang, nestled in a ring of mountains, yet in a clear vision of the sky. This Nephrite palace will represent the expanding surface influence of our underground hold. Artisans are poised to create a marvel, but the question remains, who will inhabit the palace? Diak Kalgir would be the obvious choice. Perhaps we should honor the Uz Amak instead. My king or my god? I mean, I need a palace. My god doesn't necessarily need one. Fat Leon 93, thank you for the donation, sir. Shame that the Byzantine Empire isn't as popular as the Western Roman Empire, considering how long it lasted. It is, but also they got kind of gay. I really don't like that. I don't like their aesthetics, honestly. Other units. Yearly tax income plus 24%. Actually, I get the same there. Runesmith loyal 10%, Runesmith influence 10, having looks like yearly devotion 1.5, liberties high. Okay, yeah, no, right. Okay, so that's good. Don't get me wrong, Max. That's good, but Liberty to Siren Subject minus 25% is fucking amazing. Like, listen, they're already kept pretty goddamn far down on the rung of the ladder here because of all of my bonus and benefits to keeping them down, right? But another 25%. Yeah, I have to take that, because the thing is, as your subjects grow larger, their liberty desire is determined by things like their size and the relative military might of everybody evolved. So, if I can get that even higher, that means I can give them even larger militaries, even larger holdings. In fact, what's my diplomatic thing? So, there is a thing that determines how many diplomatic relations you can have. I don't remember where that is. 100... 5 out of 11! Fucking 11?! Holy shit! Right. Right, I'm gonna be making more vassals, I guess. Fucking 11. Very well. We are going to make more vassals. We are going to make a lot more fucking vassals. Oh boy. All right, I was thinking it was going to, like, I thought I was already pushing it at, like, 5 vassals. So I was expecting to maybe see, like, 6, maybe, 7, possibly. 11! Right. Very well. More vassals it is. More vassals it fucking is. So I'm thinking I'm going to give most of the south to Mo Huang, and Sertan and the Hintanshin over here, the Urjkvar Viori. They're probably going to get most of this. And if anything, I'm just going to start taking shit from other people nearby me then. Fuck it, why not? Why the hell not? Why the hell not indeed? Why the hell not indeed? Let's see. I can just puppet these guys immediately. And they've got... Do they have claim on anything? Let's see. Rongbek considers this to be one of her core parts. Okay, Rongbek has cores on that. These have cores on that. Alright, I'll be puppeting these guys then, since they've got more cores. And covert actions, fucking ho! Let's start building excuses for invading people. Slavery has never been so much fun. Well, is it slavery though? Is it slavery though? Is it really slavery though? It's not really slavery, not per se. Like, it's got shades of slavery, don't get me wrong. There's elements of slavery involved in all of this, but it's not pure slavery. It's not, it really isn't. It's more like... I don't know. Oh, that one.
Ignorant slut.
I don't know, it's more like forceful cohabitation. Yeah, it's more like forceful cohabitation. 167 counts. Yeah, I'm gonna need that money. If I'm ever gonna save up $8,000, I'm gonna need to take everything I can get. Thank you very much. It's more like forceful cohabitation. It's definitely a lot more like forceful cohabitation than slavery. I mean, I pay my part of the rent, the amount of fucking upgrades I've bought in their lands. I think they should be grateful to me. I really do. Which, incidentally, was a common thing amongst the slaves as well. One thing often overlooked in our modern day history is that after the emancipation of the slaves, the lot in life for a lot of slaves actually got worse. Significantly worse, in fact. They had it good under their southern slave masters, and then... Saftrock. Those filthy, dirty northerners decided to liberate them. And what did liberating them get them? Well, they got included into an institutionally racist regime that spent the next 100 years doing, according to the progressives, nothing but oppressing them. I mean, let's be honest here. The slaves really pulled the losing ticket on this one, didn't they? And that's all I'm gonna say before YouTube demonetizes my ass. Zinni, thank you for your donation, sir. I need to clip your reaction by first donor sent to every idiot who surprised Pikachu faced the EU's decision. The way you say plebs with such disdain is priceless. Well, it's true. Like, you gotta understand. And this is something that is ping high. This is something that's difficult to understand for a lot of people in Europe in particular. A lot of Europeans think that the European Union is somehow democratic or somehow rules in its common good or something. No, Jesus Christ. The European Union has precious little regard for you. Precious little regard for you. Abject fucking distaste is more likely the correct view of things. Because they're in power. They're already in power. They know how to control the power systems. The entire voting procedure for getting into power in the EU is basically controlled by they themselves. And so, unless you're doing something like specifically campaigning, it's actually fairly simple to get elected to the EU Parliament, you see. Because nobody votes in EU elections. Ever. Nobody, because the EU never tells you about it. The EU doesn't want you to vote in EU elections because that, of course, endangers their ability to select whoever the fuck they want to run in the EU elections. The voter participation is so low, it's measured in fucking percentages of percentages. It is very much so an elite club, and you and I are not parts of it. Right, I'm not going to be able to puppet you anytime soon, and that is fine, as largely what I want to do here is... Who's that? That's not somebody I own. Is get cores returned to my favorites. Right. That's cores returned. Excellent. Obviously, I'm going to ask for literally all of your money, and I'm going to need to ask you to pay war reparations as well for, you know, for making me do this. And I wouldn't necessarily mind if maybe we... I can't transfer trade power. Upsetting. Right. Maybe I just take some more of your land then. There you go. A coalition may form against you with this treaty. Listen, I've long since accepted that a lot of people are gonna be upset with me, okay? That's just... I have no diplomats to send. Fuck! They're all busy. God damn it. Okay, I need to actually get somebody free first. Who's not doing anything important? You aren't doing anything important. Come back home. You are to be granted a short reprieve from sucking dick, and instead you will be the one doing the fucking. Congratulations, sir. I know it is a rare and prestigious opportunity that you are given here. They accepted our generous terms. They were fucking generous too. They were goddamn amazing, frankly. Now then, Mohang, would you like some stuff? Wendong. And that. And that. And that. There, stick with your hypno-dwarf tit overlords, and you too will be... Look at that! Look at that! A few years ago, they were like, you've enslaved us, we hate you! And today, it's a very different tune coming from those parted lips. Yes, a very different tune indeed. A very, very different tune indeed. My humans have a lot of revolts all the time. A lot of revolts. It's upsetting, really. Valimir, you can use the Diplo macro builder to check if there's someone who may accept Diplo vassalization. I don't think there's anybody who's going to be accepting any fucking vassalization around here. I'm pretty sure nobody's going to be accepting shit. I'm pretty sure I've made nothing... Oh, hello. Huh. What do you mean, Diplo macro builder? I don't know what that means. Okay, they don't want it. I don't think they want it. But maybe they want, but they're too small to really matter. Yeah, I don't really care. They're fucking tiny. Why should I care? I don't like them. I have no love for them or their people. I could vassalize those guys, though, which wouldn't be a terrible idea, potentially. Do you have any nice cores on anything? Not really, no. No. No, you don't. No. I mean, you have some cores I could get. But not enough to really... Not enough to really tickle my pickle, you know? Not enough to really tickle the old pickle. Maybe there's somebody up here with lots of nice cores. Biaofang? Not really, no. I still think the plan is going to be to take these guys over. Oh, never mind. They're being fucked into the ground by the hobgoblins right now, so, oh boy. I guess I'm not heading in that direction after all. Yeah, no. Apparently I'm not going over there. It is unfortunate, but that is just how it's going to have to be. Did you finish upgrading magical infrastructure? Is that why? No, you're still working on that. Is it because I have loads of mana? It might be. Transmute gold. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Oh, that's not a bad idea at all, actually. That's actually a fantastic fucking idea. Yes! That's how I'm supposed to gain 8,000 fucking bucks. I see now. Misa intelligent. I don't have anybody to reduce my inflation for me, though. But I could use some administrative power, and I have loads of administrative power, so... That's not a bad idea. Right, we shall transmute ourselves a little bit of gold, and then fix the inflation immediately. Right, I am about a quarter of the way there. Nice. Jesus, I'm a quarter of the way there. Oh God. Okay, the command. Oh, God, where do I fucking go? So the command has a permanent claim on all of these provinces, which means I don't want them, because that's fucking poison. I don't want those. The command does not have a permanent claim on these provinces. So maybe once they finish fucking them, they'll piss off? Conceivably. Conceivably. You know, I would really like to have a port. I mean, would I even be able to build any navy if I had one? I could build 12 ships. That's, I mean, it's not a lot, but yeah, I could use a port. I could really, really use a port. A port would be fucking great. A port would be great. Shoring up the wards. Wards are keystone to magical defense, serving as the first and last line of defense in both mundane and magical warfare. Improving the quality of wards on our castles and towers is seen as a critical reason to expand our magical prowess, but repeated casting of warding magic on these structures will only serve to weaken them with time, concealing important structures, failures better repaired through mundane means. A ruined structure held up by magic alone will see its wards will fade and become ineffective much faster than desired. We should build a nation from the strongest foundation. State magic experience will be modified by our magic experience modifier runesmith 0.0%. Right, well, that doesn't sound like it's particularly effective, but I'm gonna assume that it's gonna have some long-term benefits. I'm gonna select that. It's not like I have ever, once, a single fucking time, actually been sieged after all, so shrug. A talented architect. That would be lovely, yeah. Now, I'm already digging, and I don't imagine I'll be digging again anytime soon, because I'm saving for 8,000 fucking ducats, but you know. Well, anyway, macro builder. Left button below country flag has many tabs for mass actions, including Diplo ally, front ready, opinions free vassal, BTM redemption. Thank you. Yaska. Macro builder is right button of cross swords and hammers, but I've gone for Myth, the Fallen Lord. Oh, you don't. Okay. You don't have to try and fund that, because I do want to play it at some point. You could fund to speed it up, I guess, because then I'll feel indebted, but I will play it at some point. I just need to, you know, clear my list of other things, because which is going to take a while too, I admit. Alright, now the important question is, where the fuck do I go? Okay, so first duty is going to be to take over Arabaklin by expanding Sirtan and my little Verkal slave up here. So that'll happen, regardless. I wanted to maybe get these guys, but okay. It doesn't seem like the command has any other core claims. So, might be safe. Might be safe. At least safer than going north, because north, the command has cores on everything, which means they're gonna be invading there at some point, surely. And going this way does bring me closer to that big, delicious fucking trade node right there. And it is a delicious fucking trade node. It is a delicious fucking trade node. Right. Let me actually subject. we're gonna divert some trade power. Which is gonna piss them off a little bit, true. You have 202 fucking bucks of debt? How the holy monkey? How? What? How are you still a country? Okay, I'm not gonna divert your trade power because Jesus fucking criminy crick. How? I mean, I get that Siren has debt because it's been ass fucked into the ground by me and everyone else for a very long time, but you? God damn it. Anyways, I'm gonna need all of your trade so that I can earn some more money, okay? Suck it. Which means I think this is going to be my most likely expansion direction. Uh-oh. Well, fuck. Well, fuck indeed. Okay, they already want a bunch of my provinces. So, negative 1,156. Wow. You don't trust me, bro? Apparently don't. Interesting, more recent, holding production 50, okay, I bet dig. Okay. If I fix the trust issue, I'm still all at Nefret, rival, Aquelan, same religious group. I have too many diplomatic. Yeah, I'm still probably not going to get an alliance with them, so that's not going to happen. I could get an alliance with them, but I feel like I'd be better off just... I'd probably be better off just vassalizing them, and then vassalizing these guys. Yeah, I think I'd be better off just trying to vassalize them. Almost certainly I'm just going to be better off just trying to vassalize them. Send a spy over there as well. Well, they're really fucking weak right now, so... I might as well pounce whilst they're soft, I guess. Verkal against 2 cycles of trade per in Araquelin. Araquelin? Taliban. Citiquam. Pequam. Yamakai? Araquelin. Fine, I can keep a low profile. Alright, that has doubled my income from trade, which is nice. Forgery of documents. Don't worry about it. Build spy network, Sakak. I do. Does anybody want any of these guys' stuff, incidentally? No? And we have a truce. Okay. Okay, cancel the spy network there, then. And immediately tell my neighbors that I wish to be at war with them. Really, bro? Really? I I just got my shit stomped in. I literally just finished getting my shit stomped in, and now you want war? Yep. I mean, is there any better time to get your shit stomped in again than when you've just had your shit stomped in once? Seriously. Is there any better opportunity for me to shit your stomp in again? No. That is the premier time for this to happen. I'm sorry that it has to happen to you, of course. It's unfortunate from your point of view, but from my point of view, this is actually pretty fucking great. National tax modifier plus 10. You wouldn't even be able to pay for yourself, I'm pretty fucking sure. Yeah, no, you wouldn't. I'm gonna need to build a bigger army. I don't really wanna. Okay. Split off 4 of the newest regiments. And I really don't want to use the money on this, but wait, no, hold on. Remember, Barchimus. Remember your training, little Barchimus. You know what to do. You should cast the spell that makes things cheaper first. Then you should build the 2,000 ducats worth of units. I have become a very smart individual over the years. More so every day that goes by. And transmutation, no. Illusion, evocation, enchantment, no. Divination, divination. Deposit, right? Yes. There we go. 25% cheaper. There. That saves a decent amount of money. I shouldn't always have advisors, chat, you little monkey. Listen, the problem with advisors is that they're goddamn expensive. Like, really, really horrifyingly expensive. And most of the time, they do not pay for themselves. The main reason why you'd want advisors is because they give you additional power, administrative stuff, but I have so much administrative power right now that I don't really know what to do with it. I have so much that I'm actually considering buying this thing at 70% above cost. Which is just retarded, frankly. But yeah, I'm just gonna buy that at 70% above cost. But you already announced me as your new rival. Shut up. I already know you hate me. I am aware. That's why I'm building a larger army. I get that you're upset, but you're just gonna have to live with it. I'm not even gonna... Oh, hello. I was about to say, I'm not even gonna dispatch an army over here to raid anything, because I don't think they have anything to raid. And then I discovered a juicy, succulent little province with 13 ducats with my name on them. Delicious. Delicious indeed. And now take from them all of their things. Hold specialization. Very well. Metropolis hold. Local tax modifier, local goods produced. National tax modifier 2. Artisan infrastructure, trade efficiency 2, local tax modifier. Well, Metropolis infrastructure, of course, because this hold produces like... It produces like fucking no trade power at all, so... Beautiful caverns. My prestige is very high. And has remained very high this whole time, which I'm quite happy about. They desire peace. I can see why. The true tragedy is that I don't. Rapid development due to humans? Fantastic. Change construction progress. Oh, yep, of course. Did I? Oh, there we go. There's the last cannon. Right, how much? 44 out of 54, right. So that uses the majority of my army cap. And so another country is humbled. First and foremost, you're going to... Wait, I thought you had war goals. Motherfucker.
Sir?
I thought you had justifiable war goals. They lied to me. They fucking lied to me. Right, very well. All of your money, please. Yes, I don't have any of those cores. Alright, well, just grab whatever you can then and give it over to my allies. This may cause a coalition to form against you. Well, too fucking bad, I guess. We are well beyond the point of fearing coalitions now. Listen, a coalition, it might be annoying, but at this point, is it gonna be a problem? No, I'll just kill them. The only thing I worry about is that the hobgoblins will one day decide that I am their enemy, and that will be a sad day. That will be the sad. That might be the end of, well, it might be the end of everything. It might not even be that sad. Right, Kron Sakar, here you go. And Stoutsmall. There you go. Well, you are very welcome. A couple of new provinces for you to mismanage drastically, I assume, considering what you've done with everything else. Grow, my children. Grow beautiful and obese. How's that Limited Desire doing? They're perfectly fine with giving me all of their trade. Excellent. 3,343. We're almost halfway there to the ludicrous quantity of cash I need. Baby steps, baby steps. Summon a diet. That's not a bad idea, actually. Summon the diet. Base tax. 197. A lot. Have a regimental camp. Can't build that yet. Alright, country. Can't do that. Fuck. None of these are very good. I guess I'll take the base tax one. It's the least ass. It's the least ass out of the bunch. Right. I could get a advisor. Global trade power. Actually, that's not a terrible idea. Give me that. Magic, 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 magic. Magic, 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 magic. Eye for talent. We are looking for an administrator. Let's see. Missionary strength, yearly inflation reduction, production efficiency, yearly prestige. Production efficiency. That'll do. Wait. Ah, there we go. Production efficiency. I think he'll just about barely pay for himself. But will have to be good enough. The old and infirm land maintenance modifier -5%. Now that's quite nice because that is like 3 ducats extra in income because armies are fucking expensive as it turns out. Really, really expensive. Our Wucklin's opinion. Do I care what our Wucklin says about me? I don't think so. I think our Wucklin should care about what I think about them. If I was about to get ass-raped by a vastly superior military empire for the second time in a short period of time, I might be a little bit more subservient towards them, but hey, what do I know? I would love for colonialism to spread to my country. It's just rebels. Loot. I would like to reduce maintenance. To earn money. Yeah, let's do it. It's gonna double my income, and I just... I know, I'm aware. I know you hate me. Trust me, I understand. I'm painfully aware. I'll reduce maintenance. Just try to get some cash going. Try to get the cash flow. Right to that. Cash flow, cash flow, cash flow. The Thieves Guild grows in power. Well, that is unfortunate. Everything starts going to hell. As we continue with the magical infrastructure building, which surely should have come a decent distance by now, right? I know! Every so often, they're just reminding me, like, you know we hate you, right? I'm aware. We could invade you at any moment and destroy you utterly, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, just checking. Just making sure. Thank you. Well, I don't need to worry about my truce with Thearten running out because they're my slaves now, so... It is what it is. I've yet again managed to forget where the fucking magic button is. I swear to God. I don't know how I find these things and then forget about them instantly thereafter. There we go. God, that is taking a while. Months until completion, 95. Boy. Money, money. Estate studying. I wonder if there's anything I can do to make that a little bit less time-consuming. I've already given the runesmith so much power, though. Land grant academies, I guess? Oh, sorry. Oh, no, don't do that yet. Don't do that. Army maintenance first. There's gonna be an uprising. Mage, organization, and ruler skill. If long live race studying, if estate studying. Yeah, that would help. I think that's the one thing that might help. Right, are we... We got an army now? We do, right. We're going to be seizing land then. And we're gonna need to be seizing some more land after this. That's a lot of fucking rebels. Still shouldn't be a big problem. Yeah. XP modifier 13.4. Yes, that did help a lot. Right, land attrition, that gives us land force limit modifier 33%. Bigger armies. Excellent. Do you want to celebrate? I don't really want to celebrate. I've got trade power, I got excessive pension, I've got extra administrative point. That's everything I want. I don't really desire anything else than that. Right. We've got guerrilla warfare. Attrition for enemies +1, shock damage 5%. That's not a bad idea. I think we're going to pick that, because enforcement cost and Mass Conscription Act. Will that cost me? No, I've got 3 ones, right? I think so. So that will give me a decent amount of attrition. So if I get attacked, the tactic might be to just fucking... Udkron. Udkron? Udkron. Who the fuck are you? Udkron. Udkron? I'll just ease the tension. No cause belli as of yet. Fabricate claim. There you go. And suddenly, we have a cause for invasion. Wow. One day, out of nowhere, your neighbor goes like, I own that. What? You don't own that? You never owned that. You've never even been there. What the fuck? Well, what can I say? That is how it works. You can complain about it all you want, but that is how that works. Unironically, one of the funniest things... Oh, can purchase ability. Oh, what's this? Heavy ship cost? Oh, that's not gonna... leader cost? Leader without upkeep? That's kind of nice. That. Adventurers armies. Wait, can I can't build, no. I actually do have to have a port to build. I can't just build ships in my subjects' ports, which, why not though? Oh. Okay, they're going for the northern countries now. Right, all of your money, please, and then all of your territory. Thank you. I am genuinely tempted to keep, like, one province to use to build a navy, but I know it's not going to be a good idea. I know it's not a good idea, but I'm really tempted to. Maybe I get one over here, just to have one, because I would like to get a little bit of a navy. At the very least, too, it would open up the ability to maybe transport troops, so that I could start looking at maybe subjugating countries on other continents, which would be quite useful. Quite useful indeed. What's on about? Star power. I feel like I was about to talk about something, and then my mind went blank, as it all too often does. I have no idea now. Lose 2 promotion, lose 10 prestige. I'll rather take that. Verkal Ozovar, hold. Strike the obscene earth. Right. So that's another dig done. And remember, need 1 more of those for the thing. There we go. Right, my hold is fucking enormous, and I am over halfway there to the 8,000 gold I require. I would love to be able to see what's going on over here, but it looks like Biofang's defensive alliance is getting fuck stomped. I'm kind of tempted to try to maybe, like, I don't know, attack them now? Whilst they're busy? I mean, their army isn't actually that ridiculously huge. I could attack them now, whilst they're busy, and I'll be able to fight alongside these guys, which will give me an opportunity to maybe do some damage. And it might also... It's going to obviously make them pissed with me. They're going to be upset with me. That's an obvious thing that's going to happen. But they're already upset with me. And this might be an opportunity to give them a little bit of a shot across the bow. Maybe take a bunch of their money, reduce their manpower, cost them a couple provinces, and keep my neighbors to the north alive, so that they might be the first victims in a second war of aggression. It's a risky biscuit, but... I don't think it's a bad idea. It's just a very risky biscuit. Well, this'll be interesting. Confirm. Might want to consider recruiting more dudes, too. You can summon a diet, but I can't use it to seize land, so I won't do that just yet. It would have been a good idea to maybe deal with that first, now that I know about it, but oh well, such is life. I'm going to need a commander here. Let's get a leader. Not a bad one either. Let's see, what's my army cap? 76. Holy fucking shit. Jesus, that's a lot. My main question then is if I can even afford the upkeep on another army. Okay. Let's make another 14 stack. So now the 14,000 men. As we advance deeper into the lands of the perfidious hobgoblin foe, the vile enemy of our people. I'm a little bit worried by how everybody's kind of wandering off on their own. Oh, those are not hobgoblins. Have the hobgoblins been defeated? Have they received a good kicking somewhere else in the country? That would certainly be lovely. That would certainly be fucking lovely, yes. If the hobgoblins have suffered a serious defeat at the hands of Biafang... Biafang? 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 I don't know. I have always considered Mandarin to be a mildly offensive language myself. Valimir, check ledger for command army quality. Keep your armies close. I can DM you what a war with a fully unleashed command looked like. Oh, I don't have a very good army quality, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, army professionalism low. Not even, I think I've got just base discipline as well. Yep, 100%. The army's not very good, honestly, but there's a decent amount of it. 18.6. That's the upside. There's quite a few of them. I have a relatively large army, even if the army I have is somewhat shit. And I do have a lot of allies. The Hobgoblin Hordes. They rely on numbers to crush their enemies, and now they're outnumbered. In fact, they've even got... Oh, I don't know. I don't know why we've sent 60, 70, 80,000 men this deep into the enemy nation. Specifically, apparently, to defeat the rebels that are attacking them. It seems a silly thing to do, but here we are. 29,000. Can I beat that? I mean... 44,000 men. 642. Ow. Let's see. I get the defensive. Oh, no. Oh, hello. Yeah, well... And then, suddenly, out of the fucking mist, another 19,000 guys arrive. Right, that's not gonna work out in my favor then. And, in fact, they would have beaten me with just the... As all of my allies run away. Exceptional. Well, that was classic. As my allies are for some reason. I don't know what the fuck this is. I have 80,000 allies suffering attrition in the middle of the enemy empire for reasons unbeknownst to themselves and anyone else. I have no fucking inkling what they're doing. They're sieging down rebel fucking territory. God help me. Lord all fucking mighty, sometimes. Some fucking times, God is just laughing at you, apparently. Well, I mean... At least they're they're taking so much attrition from this, too. At least they're conquering some stuff, I guess, but they're completely cut off from any aid now. It seems like a poor plan, is what I'm saying. Right, I took a big hit to my manpower pool there. And I don't think I want to try any further battles down here. There is a fortress there. No, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90,000. Not a good place to attack. Gain power. Military power, of course. Are they going to start heading north now? Oh, God. The worst part is, I feel like I should be heading north, too, because... I mean, they've taken so much attrition damage, I don't think they can actually beat the enemy. Ugh. I don't think they can beat them, so I gotta kind of try and keep them down here, I guess. Yeah, I can't really let them start heading north. That would be muy bad. Okay. We'll pick at them. We've got 8,500. men here that we can defeat easy. I hope. I mean, come on. Yep, that's simple. And yeah, that's all of my allies are going to get slaughtered for reasons of absolute, genuine, unrepented idiocy. And split into 2 separate columns, and we're... Where the fuck did you come? Fucking teleporting pieces of shit. Alright, well, I can't fucking beat them there, as they just appeared out of fucking nowhere. Wonderful. Teleportation is one of the most powerful abilities to have in modern warfare. The ability to simply emerge out of thin fucking air is a very useful one. Tremendously useful one. Oh god, what? No, you weren't supposed... You're not supposed... For the love of... Okay. We're already dedicated, so might as well try to get something out of it. At least I'll have a... No, the fort bonus does not matter at all. Holy fucking shit, They are absolutely annihilating me quality-wise, and my entire fucking allied army. Okay. I need to try... I hate using... I hate using the organize order, but I think I'm gonna have to try it. Like the, what's it called? Actually, wait a month so that I get the thingity-bob. The thing, the subject thing. That, supportive. I hate using supportive because usually it means everything clusters up and you take incredible numbers of casualties just through simple fucking attrition. But I think I'm gonna have to fucking try it. Okay. Do that. Get a little bit of loyalty. Patronate. Have a regimental camp or conscription center in Verkal Ozovar. That I can do. That I can do. I can build that. Then I can seize... I cannot summon... I can't seize land. Right. Oh, God. I'm definitely going to need to pick up quality or something after as the next focus point. That's for damn sure. I'm gonna have to get another nice big army. Would the Harquebusiers be better? No, I want the defensive pips. Unless... Would I want a defensive fire pip or 2 defensive shock pips? So they seem like they did a lot of fire damage. So I probably want the defensive fire pip, actually. Yep, defensive fire pip. And we're just gonna build another full army, which I don't know if I can afford, but we're gonna be finding out. Okay, let's try then. I have a sneaking suspicion I know exactly what's going to happen here, and I'm hoping it won't. Did I get you a leader? I did not get you a leader. I need to get you a leader. Yeah. Oh, no. Unregulated advancement, administrative issue. Get 10 unrest in Verkal Ozovar. Magical infamy is reduced. That's fine. Ah, fuck. Fucking pop-ups! Oh, I hate pop-ups, I hate pop-ups, I hate pop-ups, I hate pop-ups, I hate fucking pop-ups. God. Okay, this is gonna be a frustrating little war experience. Would you like to not see anything right now? I don't know. Is anything happening? Yes, you're being ambushed by a militarily vastly superior foe. Oh. Well, perhaps in that case, perhaps I don't want that to happen. Maybe there would be things that would be better for me at that particular moment. Possibly. Conceivably. I'll try again. I might need to just also get some mercenaries here. Just to have just pure mass dwarf power. Some of the diet, give them a little bit more. Base manpower 34. I got it. I don't want to give you that. Right, fine. Base tax it is. Right, subject. Supportive. No rushing off deep into the enemy's back lines, I beg of you. I'm gonna need to have all the dudes. Please don't do what I think you're doing. Please. No. Are you just gonna... No, yep, okay, you're gonna go past me, good. Don't just sit on top of me. You're gonna sit on top of me, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Fuck. Okay, spread out. I don't want to be suffering fucking attrition in our own country. Right, Baofeng is moving in some of their troops as well. It would be nice if I could get them to support me indirectly. Come on, fuckers. Let's see. I'm still having an income. Good. I'm wondering if I'll still have one when that army is done. Slow and sure. Slow and sure. That's going to be the key here. Very slow. We're going to take one province at a time. And once their massive fuck-off armies come to screw with us, we are going to all pile into one single ginormous fucking battle. And then we're going to pray. That's how it's gonna be. Least Baifang is recapturing their lost provinces. This is good. Nothing else, I can take some of their money away from them. As I do technically have Mid-Earth Earthshaker. Okay. Fuck it. In that case, one mercantilism. Let's do the celebration and reset it. Slowly. Slowly now. Oh, 18,000. Can I beat 18,000 guys with my... We're gonna find out. Because I'd love to inflict some casualties on them. Okay, well, they feel confident they can kick my ass. I do have another 22,000 men on the... Oh, well, never mind. There comes the entire universe. Jesus Christ, the kill ratio is just absurd.
Trick or treat.
Alright, no, they're doing the exact same thing as I'm doing. Everything is gathered in one ginormous fuck-off stack. There's no opportunities here for offense. It is defense all the way. It is the role of the tortoise. Where did my allied armies go? Did they fall back? Did they? Yes, okay, good. I was worried to see that they had leapt hazardly and bravely, albeit retardedly, into the depth of the enemy's lands again to kill themselves. Ah, kid Christ, the casualties from one... I'm very glad I picked quantity doctrine, because otherwise a single defeat would have literally wrecked my entire manpower pool. To be a little sad. Even now, a single defeat takes like half of my manpower pool. Granted, that was also... No, I'm also recruiting 20,000 people, so it's not that bad, but... Jesus. Ooh, Valimir, thank you for your donation, sir. I'll turn autopause and pop-ups are not an issue. I hate the autopause, though. Also, the command now is 110% discipline and 3-star generals. I hate the pause because there's too many pop-ups. What I really miss is the old system from Hearts of Iron. I think, in fact, this... Yeah, this does have that, too. I'm just open pop-up window. No, I don't need to be told. I know what's happening. I understand. Well, on the bright side, my allies aren't doing anything, which is... might sound weird, but that's actually a good thing. My allies not doing anything is what I would like for them to do. As little as humanly possible, so as to not give themselves any opportunities to be wiped the fuck out. And in the meantime... they'll ping-pong back and forth a bit between... 18th, 15th, 16th... Yeah, they'll get out. They'll ping-pong back and forth a bit between me and Baifang. And suffer attrition and just battle casualties as they go, which will, I fucking hope, outpace their ability to replenish those casualties. Okay. We have a small allied army there of 14,000 men. Which I can actually beat. Right, I can beat their allies. Look at that. My very first victory. It was a small one, but it was a victory. A small victory, but a victory. Hopefully, their greed and ambition will cause them to declare war on multiple other nations simultaneously. That would be the ideal situation here. Warriors don't read books. That's not true. Let me tell you, that is objectively incorrect. Warriors read quite a lot of books if they want to be good warriors. In fact, one of Napoleon Bonaparte's favorite... hello there. Favorite hobbies, of course, was to read ancient military history. Oh god, are you gonna... Please, allies, send everything you fucking got in here. 43,000 on the march, 20,000, another 40,000 on the march. And there comes another 4. Okay, it looks like the battle to decide all battles is about to begin. And I have a terrain disadvantage. That is unfortunate for me. 60,000, 55,000 on the way. 101,000 versus 30,000. Surely we win this. Surely we win this. Right? There you go. So it's very simple. All you've got to do to beat the command is to outnumber them about 3 to 4 to 1 in a battle, and you win. It's surprisingly simple when you come to think of it. Okay. We're gonna fall back now for a moment.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
Wait, are you seriously... Are you diving in here? Are you... No. 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 Really? I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, that's 100... That's a lot of us here, are you? Well, they're actually beating us. Oh, Jesus, they're fucking How on God's good green succulent fucking earth? Right. Okay.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
Right. So, there's powerful, and then there's, that's a joke, and why the fuck did you make a faction like that? Okay. Right, so even if outnumbered 3 to 1, they still trade 3 to 1. I see. That's fun and engaging. I see. I'll have new cannons. I might as well upgrade my units. Ram steel charges and... defensive shock? Honestly, I'm thinking defensive shock just because I'm taking so much fucking damage.
You ignorant slut.
Culverin, probably. The Rails Artax, thank you for your donation. Finally caught up to X. Never stop digging, even if you're saving money. More dig, pay sales back. The big blocker for digging is time, not money. Does it, though? I still have no idea what digging does for me. I have no fucking clue what digging does for me. Doesn't seem to do anything, except making a larger hole in the ground. And welcome to the Dome, called the Command. They have 200,000 troops at the moment, by the way. You might want to compare Militech and ideas before you declare war. Well, the thing is, I didn't declare war. I was forced to. It's either that or watch my neighbors get rolled and then me get rolled. So this is the best opportunity to at least wage a war with them, with multiple allies. Although, even then, this isn't just Miltech. This is, this ain't Miltech. This has got to be modifiers to their faction. Because... I've never seen that in base EU, so I'm pretty sure that's something more than just modifiers, or, not modifiers, military ideas. I have never in my life seen like 40,000 dude take on 150 guys and triple their casualty rates. So I'm assuming they've got a lot of bonuses. What I should be doing is upgrading my infrastructure, actually. Have I? Do I? Ban infrastructure. 90 development. I am 2 away. Okay. Perfect. Infrastructure. We can dig after the war is done. As... Honestly, my win condition right now, even if I manage to just force a stalemate... If I manage to just force a stalemate and save my northern friends, quote-unquote, their enemies for future wars, I consider that a win. But, oh god, yeah. There's not a whole lot of strategy involved in fighting them when their modifiers are like that. Right, we're gonna get in there, and we're gonna deal some damage to another enemy allied army. Not actually a proper army of theirs. But at least that does damage. To an army of pygmies, apparently. I should not be fighting in that province, because there's a castle there, which makes them even better. It might also be the castle modifier. It might also be the castle modifier, because the castle modifier I know is a pretty big deal. Okay, well, we're definitely going to pursue those. If I can just force them to take a shit piece, maybe get some money out of them, I'll be fairly happy. I wish I could raid some of this territory for money, but it's been raided so many times that there's just literally no cash left. And Baifeng has managed to recapture a fair bit of their territory, but not all of it. Not all of it by any extent of the imagination. Okay, send those in to start a siege. I'd rather not fight there again. Oh, there's 25,000 of them. And where there's one stack of these fuckers, there's gonna be multiple stacks of these fuckers. Yep, there they are. Yeah. Backing off. You cannot tell me you've got so much maneuver you can fucking catch me. No, you can't. Thank fuck.
Center?
Normally, I would not be afraid of, like, 50,000 men, but now I am. Right, if they want to attack me, maybe they'd want to go over here and there. Would I be happy to fight them there? Happy might be a bit of an exaggeration, but I'd get a river crossing bonus, and my allies should show up in time. That's probably the best fight I'm gonna get. Actually, I could have... Yeah, I should have stand in Fengguan. Because Fengguan also has a fort. Yeah, them attacking me here is probably the best fight I'm gonna get, so... If they're gonna give it to me, I'll take it, and hopefully... I fucking hope my allies are gonna come to my aid, which it doesn't look like they're going to. Oh. Oh, well, they hesitated. Okay. They're not completely fearless, just close. Well, if you want to attack me here, I'd be happy to see you do that too. That would be actually even better for me. Just ally, please don't attack. Please don't attack. Please don't attack. Please don't attack. Christ, don't attack. No, 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 don't attack. Don't, you've got 12,000 guys, don't, no, oh. No, don't, not in there. That's the cat, no, no. Oh, for the love of... Fuck. Right, what do I do? Do I commit? Do I commit? They've already committed. The thing is, that's just gonna... It's just gonna be a rerun of the previous fight. Gorakai and the... Yeah, no. No, fuck him. They're... That army's just gonna get slaughtered, and there's no... It's just gonna be a rerun of the previous fight. Yes, there's no point or purpose in going in there. Please, allies, don't fucking commit. Alright, my allies are gonna piecemeal feed their entire fucking army in there. God damn it. Alright, here we fucking go. Here we fucking go indeed. Jesus Christ, yes. There's nothing I can fucking do. There's actually nothing that can be done about that. That is my entire military might. At least I'm trading evenly, well, evenly as it's gonna get. Well, on the bright side, that's going to take a bunch of manpower out of their pool too. That was 23,000 casualties. That was a relatively equal trade. The problem is I lose 3.52 fucking war score because of that. Because of my fucking God, I hate my allies. God, I hate my fucking allies so much. God, I hate my allies so very much. I hate them so very. That's the one province. The one province they just fucking should not attack, but the one fucking province. The absolutely one province they cannot attack into, and they're drawn to it like a moth to a fucking flame. I still have 122,000 left in reserves. And Baifeng doesn't really seem to be doing much of anything, unfortunately. I was kind of hoping that might be taking back some of their territory as I was dealing with the brunt of the enemy's forces. They are not, which is a bit of a problem. Right, after throwing away their army, my ally is going to try to rebuild. Ah, so fucking annoying. I feel like this is probably going to be one of those wars that you can only really win by basically by saving every 5 minutes. If I had all of the manpower myself, I think I could actually do this, but with the AI, the AI is doing its level best to make this a lot more difficult than it should be. Adventurers wanted. Please, Baifeng, just go retake some of your provinces instead of just sitting there. My manpower is down to 6,890 guys. Again, I'm very happy I took quantity, otherwise this war would have been over a very long time ago, but it's depleting rapidly. I'm only gonna have like 1 or 2 more fights in me. God, why are you over there? By fucking Jesus, why are you over there? God fucking. Why? Why do you insist on fucking killing yourself? Yeah, the only way to win this war is going to be abusing the save system like an absolute motherfucker. As I am at the mercy of my AI. And the AI is just not very fucking merciful, I'm afraid. Right, this should be winnable, I'm hoping. Come on. Yes, yeah, that's winnable. I am at the mercy of the AI, and it is not a kind mistress, I'm afraid. Right, split into separate columns to minimize our attrition from marching, as we're gonna need it. If I can at least just get them out of the war with Baifeng. That's all I really want. That's all I really need. But that one... The one battle might have cost me the war. Which is annoying, because it's a fucking one battle. I hate the AI, I hate the AI, I hate the AI. Right. They've sent out most of their forces. They did lose a battle there with a decent-sized stack, and they've lost more allies. And Baifeng will be able to reclaim some of its territory there, hopefully. That gives me 42,000 guys there, along with my own 60, 70-odd thousand troops. And the enemy now has to start attacking into areas where I have castles, which I might be able to take advantage of. Well, that unit is definitely dead. Why did you feed it? Why? Oh, for the love of... They catch 1,000 troops. Like, okay, well, that's unfortunate. And then the AI is like, well, I could lose 1,000 men, or I could lose all of my men. I think I prefer option B. I can tell. Right, well, at least they've decided to retreat from that engagement. Good. That will... Well, it gives me... It doesn't do any damage, but it does give me a little bit of war score. Which, at this point in time, is very, very, very important. The more I can do with war score, the better a piece I can hopefully get. Alright, are we committing to another big battle? I think we're committing to another big battle. Oh, no, they changed course. Sneaky little bastards. Just let them attack here, AI. Let them attack that. That's good. I want to fight here. Okay, they're heading northwards. $65 versus 5. Oh, I mean, we're gonna win that one. Maybe I can snip off some reinforcements whilst they're traveling. Are we gonna have another big battle? Yeah, don't go in there. I mean, I don't want to fight there. It's not very advantageous for me, but... I will take a fight there if I have to. I'll be happier if you were to fight me here, though. Can we get a fight there? Fight I might lose, because most of my reinforcements are way out of... Way out of position. But it is a castle. It is a river crossing. Oh, wait, never mind. There's... Yep, nope. Nope, we're not winning that. I don't even know where the fuck they got another 60,000 guys, but okay. We'll take the fight. At least we can do some damage, because we do have advantageous positions here, so... It's still the best fight I can take in this region. It's still gonna be a guaranteed loss, but it's the best fight I can possibly take. And so I lost relatively little war score, and my allies are busy up there defending my not allies. If they were just actually freeing their fucking settlements. I half would like them to actually come siege me properly, where I might actually be able to enforce some decent attrition on them. 172. They're regaining manpower quicker than I'm hurting them. And I am officially out of reserves. We might need to get mercenaries. And the war score just keeps ticking down because they keep winning battles and they keep taking territory as well. And at least if the AI would commit to something, but now their army is down here again, so they didn't conquer anything, they didn't get anything done, they just waffled up there, achieved nothing except taking massive attrition casualties, and then came waffling down here again. God help me. See, the experience of using vassals is a lot of fun when you're fighting things roughly your own, power. Things that you can be a deciding factor in fighting. When fighting a greater military might, holy hell, it is the definition of pain and suffering. The very definition of pain and suffering. Right, I've got 9 income a month. I can afford a decent number, 16,000. Stone army. 19,000, a bit higher quality. Right. Ah, there we go. Right, I don't want to get caught out. Preferably. Well, on the bright side, at least my allies are returning now. Too late, and after having achieved nothing, but at least they're coming back. If I could rely on them to join me in attacking that, I'd kind of be interested in doing it, because that is a castle, but every time I've relied on the AI to do something so far has not worked out very well, so I'm extraordinarily hesitant to do it now. I could also attack that, but I do know there's a larger army somewhere up there. $35,000. Oh, well, they got it anyway, so that doesn't matter much. Okay, 17,000. Let's head north, see if we can maybe attack that group. War score is a bitch. Ah, the AI might actually be able to intercept a group of reinforcements. Maybe. Right, are they full retreating? Yeah, no, they're just cycling. I don't want to attack them then, because there's every chance that there's another 30,000 stack right there. Instead, this group is relatively isolated. In fact, I kind of just want them to be down there so that I can get a little bit of attrition on them. Let's advance. The main army's down there. 16,000. Can I rely on the AI to come help me in that fight? Probably. I'll get a river crossing penalty. Do I want a river crossing penalty? Not really. I can't even replace the attrition at the moment, which is rather terrible. Might just have to go for it. Hope that the AI backs me up. Which they should. We've got 20,000... Yeah, we've got loads of troops around here. They should back me up. Except now they're slowly leaving again. I don't know if I can rely on them to back me up. Oh god, they're gonna wander off and get themselves killed by that stack instead. Oh god, I wish I could give them orders. This is not the kind of fight I can take. God, yeah, they're gonna get them. Fuck. Right, turn around. We cannot go down there. Right. At least we should be able to get a victory here. There. Okay, that was a win. Relatively clean win. It would be great if they could walk into one of my defensive positions for once. I need to regain some manpower. I'm not doing it right now. Nor am I going to be doing it for a very, very long time. Nor can I really afford to send my troops back home to just sit and recuperate either. We've got two big battles down here that could be quite excellent for war score if we can pull them off. Oh. Sugai-sung. Are you going to go for that for the mercenary army? You're going to go for the mercenary army. Oh, shit. Oh, yep, because there's a fortress there. And are they going to catch them? Yep, they are. Okay, well. Goodbye, mercenaries, I guess. I thought maybe I could just get across the river, and I was all happy to do that, but no, I didn't. Remember, there was a fort there, and so that's the mercenaries dead. Excellent. Well, they really paid for themselves. They really became quite valuable. At least they traded decently. I suppose that's something. But that's yet more war score lost. Oh. The AI wants to fight. Very well. At least now I can rely on them going in, since they're already committed. Right. And now immediately go after the other army and hope the AI follows. Before they can take that province. Please, AI. Please, 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 please. Thank you. You're gonna have to break off that siege. Right, we've got the fort. Progress must come with security. Gain research power. No, research. Right. Thing. Yes, magic infrastructure. I need more of it, which I should have been upgrading a very long time ago, but here we are. Right, another victory down there. I don't really want to take a fight here. But neither do they. Good. On the bright side, the mercenaries getting slaughtered has fixed my income problem, so that's something. Oh god, Baifang is losing. How the fuck is Baifang losing? How the actual fuck is Baifang losing still? I am genuinely both confused and disgusted by the fact that they're still losing. I'm just trying to keep them fuckers alive. That is the sole reason for this entire conflict, is trying to keep Baifang alive. That is all we're doing. We're trying to keep those fuckers alive so that the command has something else to fight to buy me some more time. That is the sole purpose of this entire war. And a quick little stress test of our military, which has revealed some pretty serious flaws here and there. How many manpower am I? 583 each month. Wow, that's terrible. Matchlock muskets? Yeah, take it. I'm not even getting enough guys back to make up for the constant attrition I'm suffering from my allies sitting on me. Which is not amazing. Right, we're retaking the territory we lost. Oh, and they lost anyways. Well, so much for that entire war plan, then. At least I probably made that war a hell of a lot more expensive for them, but not that it really matters. They really haven't dipped beneath their starting number at all. At all. They've pretty much stayed well over 200,000. I think I brought them down to 177,000 manpower once, and that was about it. Commandable base, sure doesn't command against Super Siege. They want to what? Are they just Are they just white piecing me? Yeah, they're just white piecing me. And I mean, that's probably the best I'm gonna get at this point. I mean, on the bright side, the thing is, like, they can't really kill me, I can't really kill them. As I still have more reserves than they do in terms of manpower. This war would just continue for another 50 fucking years as we wallow back and forth. Though, now with an additional reinforcement after defeating Beifang, they might be able to beat me. Right, so basically, the command is a ideas check. It is, if you haven't played a certain way in the game up until this point, you will lose to them, and that's more or less it. I probably want to try and get in that coalition, because defending Baifang didn't work. It sort of worked. It sort of worked. It delayed their fall by quite a bit, but I really expected them to put up a lot more of a fight than that. I guess they're a lot weaker than I thought they were. Total amount of soldiers in Baifang, 22k. Well, that's after a lot of casualties. I really thought they'd be able to put up more of a fight. They did not. They very much so did not. God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna cheat. To be fair, the only way I think I'm gonna win a war with them is to cheat really fucking hard with a lot of reloads. Right, so the plan to try and stop them by holding them up in Baifang and using Baifang as my Stalingrad didn't work. It's not Stalingrading hard enough. Stalingrad isn't Stalingrading hard enough, which is unfortunate. Then again, Stalingrad is Chinese, so I can't really blame it for being a little bit, underwhelming. They will have a coalition formed against them pretty soon, if they haven't already. A coalition is probably my best bet then. A coalition and then sit on my ass trying to rush for more military ideas. Now the question then is, what's going to be the best military idea? I am tempted by mercenary. Unironically, I'm tempted by mercenary. The benefit of mercenary, it's cheap. I can get mercenaries with really, really high stats. Like these guys, pretty good, for example. But I'm not really going to get enough of them necessarily to win a war. Like, the mercenaries would be great early on, but like, how many mercenaries can I even buy in total right now? I could buy 20, 30, 40, 50,000 mercenaries in total. Which isn't going to be enough to win a war, I don't think. Quality? I mean, quality is the obvious, because infantry combat ability plus 10, good. Army tradition is going to be a big deal as well. And discipline plus 5 is also very difficult to ignore. Plus 10% morale, which is also a big deal. Defensive ideas? I would love to use defensive ideas. Unironically, I would fucking love to use defensive ideas. If it was my country. Because if it was my country, I'd just build fortresses all over this fucking border. And then I'd sit back and I'd wait for attrition to really start sucker punching them before doing something. Although, with the manpower regeneration they had, which was fucking remarkable, I don't know if that would have worked either. Now, mercenary manpower is plus 30%, so that would turn my 60,000 into 90,000. And it also gives me 10% infantry combat power there. I have so much money. I think I'm probably gonna go quality. And that's because I'm thinking now that I've actually fought these fuckers, I'm thinking quantity... I'm very divided on quantity. I think quantity could be a mistake, in that it gives me the manpower to actually fight. I actually have the ability to make a war out of them. Whereas if I don't have quantity, I'm not even going to have that. I'm not going to be able to fight at all. My land attrition will fucking sucker punch me. With only 500, or even worse, 400 replacements a month, attrition alone would probably kill me. But if I'd gone pure mercenary first, and then supplemented that with maybe offensive or quality, maybe that would have worked better. Well, it's not a decision I need to make anytime soon, as I need 14 administrative for my next idea, which is quite the distance away. Heart Priest, space tax at least 30. Can do. And hey, I can dig a hole now. Well, I can dig a hole in... there. Dig. At least we found the boss battle of this playthrough, the command. I wonder what their ideas are. I'm guessing all of their ideas are just like manpower recovery, discipline, Offensive fire, the usual. Massive, massive war stuff. Celebrate. A celebration. Manpower recovery speed, land attrition, land leader maneuver, siege ability, give us expansion. I should have checked out their units, actually. What stats they have most of. Shock damage. What's my shock damage? It's fucking terrible, actually. Yes, it's awful. I have more than enough prestige. That does not worry me. Build the wharfs. Let's at least get a general. And definitely do some drilling. Definitely do some drilling. Definitely do some drilling. Alright. If we're going to build up army professionalism, then mercenaries will be worth less anyways, so we're probably going to go for offensive. Outnumber them 3-1. Now, you sound like a true Soviet general. Well, honestly, that was mostly the impression I got of playing Dustfront, which was a lot of fun, by the way. Dustfront, if you haven't checked out Dustfront already, I highly recommend... Oh, somebody got their ass kicked. Oh, Jesus. Somebody really got their fucking ass kicked. Then again, they'd recently gotten their ass kicked by me, so I guess that's just them taking... Oh, hello. Oh. Tiny independent nations that just randomly popped up. Tiny independent nations that could quite easily be turned into food. For one of my kingdoms. Imagine that. It turns out that I'm just about to discover some very ancient and very hereditary claims on my enemy's territory. Happens a lot more often than you might think. Excellent. Well, if they want to have a good time freeing a bunch of countries, I am going to have a good time making sure that I have opportunities and chances. Well, I might as well just make them my rival. I mean, that's gonna happen anyways. It's gonna happen no matter what. I might as well fucking embrace it. Any patronates? Monthly 1+ military power, that would be nice. Not that I really need it, but still. As for Mainland, gain mercantilism from gem production, no. No, none of this seems particularly useful. Iron pyrite layer. No pyrite shall block our way. Listen, we've learned a fair few things about digging so far. I'm sure we can learn how to dig through pyrite as well. Pike and shot formation proved a major threat to medieval knights. The initial response was heavy armor to counter the gold assigned ability. It's true. To counter the power of gunpowder, but this slowed down cavalry, reducing their shock power. Reiters were usually armed with 2 pistols with a sword, allowed to either shoot or charge depending on the opposition they faced. Ah, that is actually correct, yes. So the Reiters, I wonder, is offensive shock really the best idea? Or Culverin? The Reiters were a very interesting form of cavalry because they wore quite heavy armor. Specifically, wow, that cost a lot of money. How did I just lose 1,000 gold? I probably lost it on the building of the fucking hall, didn't I? Yes, probably. The Reiters wore fairly heavy armor, but only on the front of their bodies and on their horses. And they carried, indeed, 2 pistols. And the idea was that they wouldn't just shoot or charge. The idea was they would always shoot. The Reiters would ride up to an infantry formation, discharge their pistols, and then they would, have a quick look. Is the enemy disheartened? Are they breaking apart? Is their formation starting to scatter? In which case, charge. If not, they would turn around right away, reload both their pistols, and do so again. It was a very popular tactic embraced by, well, most of the powers at the time, particularly in Germany, thus the name Reiter as for rider. The British were one of the first to break away from this tradition, as it was quite common at the time for the cavalry to discharge firearms before charging. However, the British, particularly under Duke Marlborough, decided that this was all a waste of fucking time. Instead of trying to break the enemy's formations via gunfire, they would instead try to break them via shock, because he reasoned that, getting shot at was, spooky in and of itself, sure, but not that spooky, everything considered. Getting shot at was something that soldiers trained for all the time, and they were expected to be able to handle, whereas a 500-man strong unit of cavalry bearing down upon them, it's a bit worse. Base techs. I mean, I really don't need Heart Priest loyalty at this point. I think they're pretty on board with what I'm doing, but... Regimental camp. I can't do that. Can't do that. Base manpower 35. That's not a terrible idea. I have maxed out quantity idea, and more manpower is... under 78. Oh, I can't really afford that either. Ah, fuck it, just... Base tax. Base tax, base tax. And then... it's time to seize some more land. I know that will upset everybody greatly. But that's just kind of how it's gonna have to be, I'm afraid. The crown is low on lands. In fact, I'm gonna need to seize a lot more land than that. Strength and religious hand. Yearly absolution, maximum papal, maximum toils of heretics. Neither of those are particularly useful to me. I hope you dig too deep the central Balrog to spawn. I'm sure... God damn it. I'm sure that's in this game somewhere. I'm fucking certain of it. Yeah, I really don't need the administrative power. Advancement. Administrative issues. Gain 10 unrest. Magical infamy will increase by small. Increase chance state. Ah, yes. Nope. I am not taking minus experience. I need that fucking infrastructure to finally complete my mission, which I've been stuck on pretty much this entire stream. Oh, thank you. A merchant has been shipwrecked. Minus 120 ducats. Our merchant decides to give you money. Plus 120 ducats. Huh. A little bit of plus, a little bit of minus. By the way, can I, by chance, Nope. Somehow, the command does not have any aggressive expansion penalties against it. I'm not entirely sure how the fuck that works. I'm assuming they've got some special abilities that reduces their aggressive expansion penalties, because, I would frankly expect the entire world to have more or less unified against them at this point. I mean, look at the fucking size of those little buggers. Speaking of aggressive expansion, I'm going to need to take some of your territory, I'm afraid. It's awfully unfair. I agree. I understand. And I recognize that. But at the same time, just like the command bullies me constantly, I bully you. Shit really does roll downhill. Somewhat inevitably. My poor little allied navy is yet again going to be trunched at sea. As historically, they've never really done very well. $20,000, 19,000. Let's see. I think I can probably fight that. We're about to find out. Wait until they're locked in. They're very confident. Ah, they're doing way better than I would have anticipated as well. Okay, never mind. Apparently I can't fight that. My brave little boys did pretty well, though. They inflicted more casualties than they suffered. I won't complain too much about that performance. Matchlocks muskets. My brave little dwarves did reasonably okay. And now my AI is going to... No, thank God. About to say, they're going to feed themselves slowly into the jaws of the enemy yet again. Alright, deities, what do we got? Good production modifier, stability cost, all power cost, regiment cost, yellow corruption, national special strength. Good production modifier, thank you. More money. As I'm assuming the dig thing was what brought me back down under 4,000, because I'm pretty sure I had like 4,000. I feel like I had more than 4,000. I feel like I had a lot of money. Now I don't have that much money. It is time for the time-honored tradition of looting the enemy's provinces. Matter needs to be regulated tightly for trade purpose. Trade efficiency, gain 1 inflation. State experience modifier, yes. Anything that gives me experience, good. Anything that costs me experience, bad. Simple. It's a lot more comfortable fighting a war when your dogs can fight the enemy by themselves, so they don't need constant watching, they don't need constant supervision. They can just kind of be left to their own happy little devices as they fight the enemy. This is the best part about having loads and loads of happy little dudes underneath you. Because wars basically fight themselves. No bother, no hassle, no screaming, no annoyance. No upset, just happiness. Oh, fucker died. Right. You then. On the one hand, I really don't need administrative power, and the other hand, I really do need administrative power. I both desperately need it and desperately don't need it. Is that? No. Then why did you? Oh, it's because I have lots of mana. Well, lots of mana. I do need to save for reshape terrain, which costs 100, so that's fine. I'll just transmute some gold then. Transmute the gold. What do you mean we can't reduce inflation? It's because I'm at war? It's because I'm at war, aren't I? Yeah, it's probably because I'm at war. To be fair, inflation does become significantly less of a problem when you're at war. Ah. The command is just wandering by there. That was fucking quick. Jesus, I dug that in moments. Alright. God, I can't... I unlocked the weapons factory, but I can't manufacture it. Can I not build it? I can't build it, can I? I can't build it. Which is deeply upsetting to me. I have so many building slots and nothing that I can put in them. Very tragic. Very tragic indeed. Early modern administration. God, I am... Is there any way for me to get colonialism, by the way? I seem to remember there being a map mode for that. Institutions? Yes. Colonialism. Present. Present. Colonialism. Present. Embraced. Ah, I already have it. It's just that I am literally just that far ahead of time. Well, fucking suck it up and pay the cost. Suck it up and build a state house. Suck it up and pay. These are some stubborn little shits. I'm amazed they are only at 50% surrender. If they want to keep fighting, I want to keep looting their stuff. I don't want to build a market. Like, fuck. What is the marketplace even going to do? My entire trade influence here is probably like, yeah, there you go. 3.4. 34. And most of that comes from my fucking randos. Market will do nothing for me. I don't like the market. The market is gay and can starve by itself. What has the market ever done for me? Nothing. Ever. At any point. Nor will it, ever. Yeah, poor little dwarves, you're starving to death in the swamp. Go find somewhere slightly less hospitable. I would like to raise the prestige cap, please. I seem to have been rubbing up against it for a very long time now. At 58%. Well, I mean, I can already get the territory I want, but how much money can I get? And they are merely negotiating for themselves. Well... I need you to stop being a country. How do I make you stop being a country? How do I stop making you be a country? Seed province? No. How do I make you stop being a country? Why not? Yeah, I'm occupying it. Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong thing, aren't I? Am I? Where the... Am I? Didn't I go to war for that place? I'm confused by what I've done now. What did I do? Is that their capital? What? Yes. Yes. Ah, yeah, because they're the war leader. That's what. Okay, I was just getting retarded. It's entirely normal. Loyal subjects. Diplomatic power, thank you. Actually, I'm full on diplomatic power. May slander merchant. Combat with 15. Naval battery. Wow, that is utterly useless. No, just dump. Actually, right, if we're gonna dump, where is the damn... There it is. Local development cost. And just dump it all in there. There we go. Then we can cancel it afterwards. Right, that means, though, that I can get you to get pieced out of this by giving me all of your... Oh, God. Hello? Well, well, well. Somebody's been saving up for a while now. A little fucking golden goose. Hmm. I'll fucking take it. Thank you. I wasn't expecting to find $1,000 over there, but... And you, I'm just gonna annex you, and, I mean, I'll take the $10. Why not? I'll take the $10. There's no reason not to take the $10. There you go. You can have Pakistan. I was toying with the idea of getting a port, but I have 0 sailors, so even if I got a port, I'm not entirely sure who would be crewing my ships. I don't think the dwarves are going to be particularly eager sailors. In fact, I think they'd be rather hostile to the idea, by and large. Global trade power. Oh. Let's not take constant ticking attrition if we can avoid it. My attempt to keep my army drill nice and high has so far been frustrated by constant casualties. 5,334 gold coins. I am still some 3,000 gold coins short of getting the Palace of the High King. My actual fucking Jesus. That's gonna take a while. Can I take a loan? I mean, part of me is thinking, like, listen, 52 ducats. 52 ducats, 296 times. That's a lot of ducats. No, it's not worth it. Don't even fucking think about it. Don't even fucking think about it. That's retarded. Don't even think about it. That is fucking stupid. Why? No, of course not. Of course you're not going to do that. That is absolutely and utterly idiotic. Retarded, in fact. Genuinely so. God, now I want that. Like, if they were sitting on $1,000, imagine what I could do with that trade node. Imagine the wealth that could be gathered deep underneath the mountain to the people who truly deserve vast quantities of money. Just imagine. Lalek is allied with Kabad Katini. Oh, are we going to war with these guys again? Okay. Fine by me. Oh, I wonder, would you, Maybe instead of invading them, I convince them that I am their friend and rightful ruler instead. Maybe. I do need more vassals down here. And I was planning on making Arweklin the vassal, but honestly, if I can vassalize those, then that would save me a lot of trouble and hassle. Oh, so this poor country is now going to be invaded and ravaged. As is simply what happens. Zinni, thank you for the donation, sir. About the new Star Wars video, just like Skeleton Crew, Andor is also just wearing the skin, but isn't Star Wars. It's dull, postmodern, and moral grey. The opposite of Star Wars. Disney doesn't get it. Yes, Disney does not get it. Nor is that going to be a problem anymore, though, as Disney, they're probably not going to do anything more with Star Wars, I imagine. After Mandalorian and Grogu, I reckon Disney's probably done for the immediate time being. Trade efficiency. I mean, why not? I reckon they're probably done. They're gonna maintain like some merchandise. That was the word I was looking for. Some merchandise lines. Maybe they'll keep working on whatever is currently in production, just because. But they're almost certainly not going to spend a whole lot of money on it. If they're smart, and even if they're not smart, honestly, even if they're just mildly retarded, they will at this point probably just decide that Star Wars needs to go away for a while until it can be brought back again. And they will bring it back eventually. They will bring it back, they'll resurrect it, there'll be a lot of fanfare, and they'll tell you that this time they're gonna do it right. This time they're gonna listen. Trust us. We know, this time we understand. We have figured out what you need, and we're going to finally give it to you. And they're going to make trailers, and everything's going to look like they've learned their lesson, but, as per usual, beneath the hollow, empty exterior, there will be nothing underneath it. Damn it. They still don't want to be my vassal, do they? Not the same Renifred economic base compared to Palamakinon. What do you mean? Economic base? What do you mean? My economic base is fucking huge! What do you mean, you little... You little bitch. Oh. My people call for peace. Well, man, fair enough. You money. War reparations, and, wait, can I? Hold on. Hold on there. How much smaller do you need to be before I make you a bitch? Oh, a lot smaller, okay. Alright, smaller it is then. And that's why you should never participate in a war for the sake of your friends, because your friends will always betray and fail you in your hour of need. That's Eastland. What do you mean, conquer? What? Oh, that's why. Don't worry, it'll all be over very, very soon. There you go. All wrapped up to everyone's mutual advantage. Lovely. And for old Mohang. Lovely. And you know what? Maybe they will learn their lesson. It's not impossible. It is potentially conceivable. Oh. Oh, nice. Oh, lots of things to take. Well, keep the war rolling. Why not? I really need to get as much fucking... Oh, I should have done that first, but oh well. It is conceivable that they might learn a lesson. I don't think so. I'm almost, in fact, sure they won't. But after a long enough hiatus, and after Disney brings on some very different people than the people that are working there now, mayhaps there is still a rallying opportunity for Star Wars. I shall see. You missed Superchat, did I? Well, oh, I see. Valuable. Digging. Check province modifiers in your hold. The colorful icons in the middle of province window. One of them is hold level. Hello? Hold? Supply limit? Modifiers on a hold. Province values. Province modifiers? Province modifiers. You hold the colorful icons in the middle of the province window. One of them is hold level. Colorful icons in the middle of the province pantheon. Core claims. There's $100 worth of loot here.
You ignorant slut.
Wait. Colorful icon. There's so many colorful icons. Help. Can I cancel that now? I can. Lesson. I'm sure there's a button somewhere. I'm almost certain. I just don't know where. Ryan Long, thank you for your donation, sir. Art, I'm about to watch your countrymen in the World Cup. Can't wait to see Haaland become the human personification of an A10. That's right. We're playing football today. Progress must come with security. No, progress must come at all costs. I wish I hadn't said that. I don't mean that. I don't mean that, chat. I've never meant that. Do I care? Nah, land leader maneuver. Left of book button. Left of book button. Left of book button. Left of book button. Owned by non-subterranean race. Dingle level 7. Local tax goods. Local tax modifier. State maintenance 70. Possible number of manufactories 1. But I don't think I have any manufactories. That's 1. I just have that one. Well, at least it's giving me more money. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I hope we do well in this year's football thingity-bob. I usually don't care much about football, but I at least want my country to do well in football, you know? It is the popular sport, after all, and so I'd prefer it if we weren't shit at it. And kind of the problem is that we are still shit at it. We're still bad at football, but... Oh, prestige? Prestige? In general, 50th tradition. But for some reason or another, our silly little country has produced Haaland, which is apparently one of the best football players in the fucking world. So I'm just going to lean back and allow him to do all of the work, which is also, incidentally, the entire strategy of the Norwegian football team. Well. He gets help sometimes. You know, there are efforts to help him. There are other people on the team that put the ball in his legs, which is a valuable contribution to victory. But once upon a time, we had a proper football team. Almost a good football team. Almost a good football team. Clockwork Rifleman, Runic Grace Axis. Square formation developed naturally from the pike and shot formation. As a core was additional pike square, at each of the all corners it had a group of arquebusiers. It kept the staying power of the traditional pike square and enhanced it with the firepower of the arquebus. That is true, and that very quickly moved on into even more complex and remarkable formations as people realized that there were ways to get more firepower out of that formation. Okay, Offensive Shock 2 is not bad. Runic Great Axes. That's not those are not terrible stats, actually. That's not terrible stats. We had a football team back in the day. We even beat Brazil back when Brazil was actually a good football country instead of today, where they lose, like, what was it? 6-0 or 5-0 or something to Germany? I believe the football match between Germany and Brazil is still up on Pornhub to this day under the rape and non-consent section, which is quite the thing. And we had a whole team of people who were good. Like, oh, there were no outstanding, incredible stars. There was just a team that worked remarkably well. And we were also just ridiculously, stupidly lucky a lot of the time. Whereas now, it really does feel like there's like 3 people on the entire team that do 99% of the work. Then again, I am also a complete and utter massive football noob, so perhaps it is simply just my outside perspective that looks in and goes like, that looks weird. That too is entirely possible. It seems you have lost another war. Oh. What are you doing over here? Are you sieging something? Oh god, do we have enemies over here? Oh, the fuck? Oh. Oh, Jesus, there's a single little province over there that is apparently my enemy. Uh-oh, spy network. Yeah, don't worry about the relations improvements. I don't think it's gonna really fucking help. If anything... If anything, maybe some counter-espionage to make it more difficult for them to build up a reason to invade me, although... somehow, I don't think it's gonna really last that long. Well, there's indeed a bunch of people over there that I'm at war with, so I might as well siege them out and see if I can get some money out of them. No reason not to. Timber shortage, we foresaw this. And we realized that we, as a country that has never built a boat, and plan to never build a boat, really just don't fucking care about a timber shortage. It reminds me of the meme. You know the meme? You know the meme. Well, you probably do know the meme. The meme with the Stone Toss comic, where there's a guy going up to George Washington and going like, the Ottoman Empire is at war. What will we do? And he's like, what? The Ottoman what? That is how this is. Right, well, we will happily have peace with you, and you can pay me some more reparations and some money, because why the fuck not? As for you, I do believe you own things that actually belongs to me. Look at that. Look at all of the things you owe me. And I think you probably owe me a couple more. How much money do you have? A surprising amount, actually. A surprising amount indeed. Is that a little bit too much? Oh. You don't want to give me that much? There. And so peace descends yet again upon our glorious little world. I'm just hoping that this'll somehow be enough to give my dudes enough power to actually resist the Horde. Linkmas? Guru Duya. La Zubitsa. I wonder who the hell came up with all of these names. Is Duzama? Somebody must have been sitting in front of their computer for an absolute ungodly amount of hours, just making up names for provinces in a fantasy version of South Asia. That requires a degree of commitment that you rarely see. And hell, even if he used like a random number generator or, random name generator, or even if he programmed one, which maybe he did, he would still need to enter each and every one of those names into a spreadsheet in the game to name each and every province, which demonstrates tremendous determination. What's going to cost with other religions? Well, everything I fight is another religion, so that's pretty good. Yep, everything I fight is another religion, so I'll certainly take that one. And now that there is peace again, we shall summon the diet. Go for the proposal of the Heart Priest, as per usual. No. And seize some land. They rebel every time. And every time, they are murdered. I'm still low Crone land. God damn. Gonna take a while, apparently. Right, how is my magical development going? Not even close. Right, never mind. Transmute. Oh god, I think. Yes, I'm there. I'm there. I got it. I can finally make Palace of the High fucking King. You have completed the Palace of the High King. With the decision reached, the Nephirite's palace construction may begin in earnest. Here we will crystallize in Nephirite our masters, our ambitions, and our reach. Titanic green spires will leer over the surface, engraved runes glowing brightly night and day. Earth and sky will bow before the grandeur of the sovereign within. And so, that's not a great time for you to be doing this. And so we are poor again. Oh no, I've lost the trade dispute caused by against the innumerable hordes of bloodthirsty monsters on my borders. A truer tragedy has rarely struck. I mean, I really don't need that, but I do maybe want some more development. When's the next expanded infrastructure? It is at 105, which I'm only one away from, actually. Yep, give me that, and infrastructure. Right, are we in a position to start digging some more? 441 crowns. Okay, well, that's nice. Start digging. Thunder fists. Counter-espionage, methinks. Alright, the fact that they've started spying on me probably means that they're counting down the days until they come over and ruin my butthole. Which is not great. Not great at all. There is real and severe danger that I will not be happy when that day comes. In fact, I'm almost sure I will not be happy when that day comes. Could I possibly build an... Oh, maybe! I mean, at this point... Any and all allies I can get Let us build a beautiful hold, yes. I'm pretty sure I've already selected to build a beautiful hold, but I guess we're building more beautiful holds, and hey, who doesn't like more beauty? Who doesn't like more beauty? Everybody loves beauty. Speaking of beauty, it is high time I go get myself a meal. Right, we've done a good long stream day today. Dustfront was amazing. We tried a war against the command. It didn't work out very well, but at least my number of slaves are growing day by day, which is a good thing. Hopefully, I'll be able to get enough of them to put in between me and the bad guys to the point where I might actually be able to survive a conflict or two, though that point is still far distant in the future. Until next time then, chat, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your generous donations as always, and I will see you all again soon. Have a very good night, chat.